Joe Kleen, Southern Hospitality, February 10th, 1990, 30. Joe and Misty slipped into the surf for the second time in as many hours, the gentle waves uplifting and lowering the couple like a pair of corks as they stood in water that alternated from just over their heads to just under their chins, the small, gently rolling swells of the Caribbean lumbering in from the east before lapping on the Bassatari Hyatt stretch of sandy Shangri-La. "This is perfect, isn't it?" Misty asked. "With you here?" Joe responds, putting his arms around his wife's waist, drawing her near and kissing her lingeringly. "How could it be anything but?" Misty smiles, shakes her head, pecks his lips, and slides her hands down his back to his backside where they slip inside his swim trunks, pinching Joe's cheeks, secure in the knowledge that the neck-high, clear blue water shields her actions from view of her brothers-in-law and their wives, as well as their new friends, the Lewinskys. "You do say nice things, Joe Kleen," she adds, pulling him to her as she wraps her legs around his, pushing her groin against his now tumescent member. "Seems like something's come up, huh?" she teases. "At least there's been a motion in favor. Should we bring it to a vote? Maybe with a show of hands?" Misty grabs both buttocks' cheeks beneath Joe's trunks, wraps her legs firmly around her husband, and squeezes. "It would be great to go home pregnant," she whispers, sliding her left hand from the back of his suit to the front and stroking his now fully erect penis. "Is this the show of hands you had in mind?" "Whoa," Joe moans. "Sort of. At least it's a start, but that won't get you pregnant. Remember our sea salt seduction from our honeymoon? That was as amazing as it was out of character for you. I never would have guessed you'd be up for broad daylight sex in front of hundreds of people." "Ha! Me either," Misty replies, nibbling his earlobe. "But then again, they were hundreds of strangers, folks we'd never see again, and they couldn't really see a thing. They most definitely were not your family. Besides, just the two of us, face to face, neck deep in water, locked in an embrace. How would they know you were raping me?" "Rape? You were 100% willing." "Indeed, but that's my story." "Funny," Joe replies. "Remember how we finished? Little bank withdrawals so you wouldn't get pregnant? At least we hoped you wouldn't. Not the smartest or safest thing for a newlywed couple who weren't ready for children to do, but baby, how nice." I still think about it 3.5 years later. "If we did it again, there'd be no slipping away," Misty whispers seductively before adding in a more serious tone, "And we were lucky. Definitely not effective birth control." "Yeah, well, seems like we may not need birth control, huh? A year and no little baby growing inside? Tell the truth. Are you getting worried?" "Worried? No. Concerned? Yeah, I guess so. I'll come home pregnant. You just watch. When we get back to the suite, we'll pass this legislation, and the ensuing results will be glorious." "Well, I'm willing to do my part," Joe replies. 2, 3 times a day, whatever it takes for the next 6 days or so. We only went 1 round yesterday and 0 so far today, so we'd better get cracking, girlfriend. "At our first opportunity," Misty replies, squeezing and releasing Joe's penis as Justin swims over and says, "What, are you two following suite from our hot young lovers on the beach? I tell you to get a room, but we've already got one." "What do you mean?" Joe asks, turning to his brother. "What hot young lovers?" "The couple rolling around in the sand that we just walked by? That's them yonder, see?" Justin replies, pointing to a couple standing 100 feet away, neck deep in water, eyes shut, and bobbing to a rhythm distinctly different from that of the waves. "I'm pretty sure they decided they couldn't wait until check-in time."